Um, I mean, the immediate one that comes to mind is, just the financial support and what that means to, students trying to make it through college. In my experience, trying to make it through debt free, which I was able to do thanks to SCAPA. I also did attend, I think, one of the bowling events and got to just hang out with other students, hear from experienced CPAs that are further along in their career. And I think that perspective is really good because right now I'm in the midst of studying for the CPA exam, and it can be easy to feel that it's maybe not worth it, or do I really want to push myself to do this? But just seeing what's maybe at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, and just the various career paths that you can go on as a CPA is just really insightful and helpful to know. I do enjoy a very specific path that's kind of laid out. I like that structure. So knowing what I need to do to get my CPA kind of gives me peace of mind. And then obviously following that and maybe going a step further, starting my career in public accounting to give me that foundation is another thing I like. But as I've heard from so many CPAs and accountants, what you can do with the degree is pretty endless. So I was talking with someone just the other day, and she ended up with a degree in accounting, got her CPA, and then went to work for like the same firm that her dad was in. Like, she ended up in the same industry, and she would have never thought that had happened. But it's just really neat to see all of the different paths that you can take. So it's structured at the beginning, but it's very broad when you get further into your career, and I like that. I think initially the audit side is interesting to me, only because, as I've kind of already mentioned, don't want to sound like a broken record, but it provides that sort of foundation for everything else. I've heard from people that are in, merger and acquisition work, that if you get a foundation in audit, that's very helpful. And then for the particular firm I'm going to work for in August, Rodon Partner, they have a pretty neat setup where I can do both audit and tax. So I'm also very interested in the tax side of things, and just maybe the various opportunities that opens up, even for like side income. If you know how to prepare forms, you can maybe help people out in your local community. So I think that's a great bonus as well. Beyond that, if I want to start a business at some point, I know I have the tools to do it. So that's also just another benefit of being in the accounting realm. I think it's very easy to almost treat a question like that as I have to do something groundbreaking almost. And I know that's not the case. By simply, being present at the firm you're at, wherever you're placed, wherever you accept, by simply showing up each day, I already know I will make an impact. And I've seen in other accountants' careers how they might start with a firm, and it's really that client relationship that they develop, and then 2 years later they're working for their clients. So I know that the impact is going to be through the relationships I form with my fellow employees as well as with my clients. And it's hard for me to say where that's going to go, but I am positive that I can make some type of difference and impact. And even as I said earlier, our career makes it so that if you know tax and are able to fill out tax returns for, low income families. I've heard of CPAs that do that as a side gig. They don't charge very much, and they're providing a service that is making a difference. Everyone's got to fill out taxes, so I'm definitely positive that I can make a difference. What that exactly looks like, not really sure, but I'm open to wherever it leads. You can always go more specific, and then if accounting is too deep, too granular, then you can broaden out. I was actually just telling my sister this yesterday because she's considering accounting, and I said, with an accounting degree, and I think this is not original to me, I've heard it from other people, you can do anything a business person can do, but a business person cannot do everything the accountant can do. So don't be afraid to get in your principles course, try it if you like it. And I would really say principles is the proving ground. If you don't like that, then you probably won't survive intermediate accounting. So for any business major, just take an accounting course. For me, it was really enjoyable to see how practical it was, and I could instantly see how I might use this in the future. So that would be my general advice: is don't be afraid to try it and dip your toe in the water. And if you like it, go for it. And if it gets too deep, then back out. I mean, there's no shame in not making it through intermediate. It's not an easy course, and just the fact that you tried is more than most people would. So obviously you always want to choose somebody that's further along than maybe you'll ever be. I probably wouldn't say no to meeting some type of president. I mean, Ronald Reagan comes to mind, Abraham Lincoln, just men that, or women that have dealt with adversity, I suppose. So I can't really point out like just one particular figure that meets that criteria, but just the idea of someone that is not a quitter, that pushes through, that had to unify people, kind of unite opposing viewpoints. I think that's extremely valuable to have as a skill and as a way of thinking. So I guess that would kind of be the answer to it. It's just someone that's, withstood adversity and been able to even reconcile with the people that oppose them.